Hello there. I really do like the center console of the Tesla Model 3. I just think it's great, simple design, from the cup holders and the sliding part, this bit here. I think it's really so good. And I've had cars that there's never really been anywhere to put your reusable coffee cup, and some have played around with plastic bits, but it's usually ended up in the door. So this is so good. So I thought I would do a review on some reusable coffee cups that can go in. Years and years I was using this 500 litre, and if you turn it upside down with coffee in, it does not leak. And I decided to upgrade. Well, actually it's slightly smaller, but it fits in my pocket much better now. That's 350 ml, and it's a nice colour, and it fits nicely in here. And it cost £8.69 on eBay, and they don't pay me to say that, but I just think, you know, it's such a waste using single-use coffee cups, because the problem is that they have plastic inside, film inside, and can't be recycled, and it is a major problem. So I've been using these for many years now. Now, when you go to a major chain, they'll give you a discount, and so it only takes about 40 times buying coffee to get your money back. However, you can get your money back probably even quicker if you make it at home. I used to go, on trips and think, I'll buy a coffee, but more often than not, now I make it at home. Got a nice coffee machine. You don't have to spend a fortune, and you can save a lot of money. Well, I don't think I need to pay £3.50 for a coffee today, and you can save a lot of money. But there are so many types available, and it fits so nicely in the middle. I mean, years ago I started off with one of these. I think I got this at Morrison's with the screw top, and it keeps it nice and warm, and that's had thousands and thousands of use. Like this one here, this has had thousands and thousands of use, and it's made of metal. And this one here I even use at home rather than use a cup, because sometimes I've left it, and you don't have to chuck it away, and hours later you can it's still warm. So you can make one of these at home, go to work, and it's going to be warm when you're at work, instead of paying $3.50 whatever for coffee on the way to work in one of those horrible pesky single-use cups. But some of the others that are available, if I can show you, if we go back, I mean, you can get glass types like this, so many available on eBay, but glass, but it does have it's like a foam surround. This is a much older plastic one. They still get a lot of plastic. Okay, plastic's okay if you're going to use it time and time again. It's not the best in the world, and these will leak from the top. You see a lot of these in cheap shop. Probably plastic is best to stay away with if you can, because you've got so many metal versions, but the top is always going to be plastic, isn't it? But this stays nicely sealed, and no matter how much you've got in there, that will not leak. I even got this one it was a Tesla metal, which is good. I don't think Tesla actually make this, but it turned out I was hoping to use it for coffee, but it's absolutely no good, because it looks like a thermos, but it's not. And it gets very hot, and you can't pour coffee straight in there, anything hot. You have to put it into a sort of a jug, otherwise it spills, and that wasn't so good. But that's perfect for a cold drink to go in there. That would be quite ideal. But I wanted to mention that Pentland Ferries, because we're going up to the Orkneys very soon, they are selling reusable coffee cups, and they're made of rice husks, and I suspect you can get them elsewhere. But that's Pentland Ferries, that's the Orkney Island ferry that goes from Gills Bay to St Margaret's Hope in the Orkney. But also it reminded me of the fact that here, and the reason I'm so against single-use plastic is because we do beach cleans, and an awful lot of plastic ends up on the beaches from a number of sources, and a lot of them are the single-use cups. So the Bude Seapool here in Bude did this refillable cup, which is made of bamboo. It does have a silicone top, but but and you can use it without the top, obviously, but it keeps it sealed. But that's so much better than using single use. But also, it's not perfect, but it's plastic, and this is something that I used when I put in the bag, forget all about it, and it's great for cycling because then it turns into a cup. If you go somewhere that only have paper cups, and you say, here we are, use that, that's fine. Or it might spill, it doesn't matter, that's fine. I don't want your pesky single-use paper cup because of the damage that they do to the environment. I think this Tesla bottle here would be perfect for filling with water before you leave home. UK throws away 2.5 billion single-use coffee cups a year. USA 120 billion. Even Australia and New Zealand, hi to you folks down there, throw away 1.5 billion coffee cups a year. That's the paper ones with the sort of plastic coating inside, because they can't be easily recycled. Only 1 in 40 is actually recycled. Now, the plastic industry exploited COVID fears, saying that disposable cups were safer. Bit like the oil industry did everything they could to rubbish EVs and Tesla. The plastics industry was doing the same, exploiting the COVID fears. But the reality is, and it's been proven by many scientists, that reusable coffee mugs are safe. And any standard home disinfectant, hot water, are effective in preventing cross-contamination, because that's what could happen. It's possible you go in with one of these and say, I'll have a coffee and that. Some have said, coffee shops said, sorry, cross-contamination, we can't do it, which is nonsense. Now, last time I was in Starbucks, they put it into another mug, which is fine if they want to do that. But if you think about all these paper cups that they have stacked up behind the counter, a member of staff only has to sneeze or cough over these, and they're all day and every day. This is so much safer, and for anyone to say cross-contamination is a nonsense. You can ask them to clean it. Cleaning is the key. You should clean it before and after, and you can ask them to, because after all, why shouldn't they clean it? If you had a mug in their shop, they would have to clean it, so why can't they clean yours? And they're giving you a bit of a discount. I don't see a problem. So this cross-contamination nonsense from a reusable mug is just a way of the plastics industry selling a lot more single-use plastic cups. Also, a lot of coffee shops want to see their brand with people wandering around with them, but it's not sustainable. You can't carry on having billions and billions of these cups in landfill. A local coffee shop where I live stopped using ceramic when you go in and sit down, citing coronavirus and cross-contamination. And that was quite ludicrous, really, because you wash a ceramic cup and that's more than safe. I stopped using that one because I think it was a way of saving staff time washing cups, and thought, well, just chuck them out. They don't cost that much, but that is not good for the planet. So I stopped using that particular coffee shop. Now in Canada, I was there a few years ago, and I'd go into the major chains, and I noticed everyone inside was using a single-use paper cup. And I asked if they had a ceramic, and they did. And so, but as I looked around, it was Starbucks actually in Canada, everyone was using a single-use paper cup. And in the corner it had recycle. Now, I know that they're not recyclable because it's really, really hard to separating the plastic from the paper. It goes to landfill, and that's very, very sad. The Boston Tea Party is a company in Bath, and they banned paper cups in 2018. They will only fill up to go reusable. And if you forget yours, they will loan you one, you pay a deposit, and you can return it and get your money back in any of their branches. Now, they're actually losing money because some people won't do that, but it is a shame, but they will sell you a reusable. And that really is the way forward. Now, I understand Starbucks are planning on doing the same in a few years' time, but this company would have been doing it for 5 years, and that's quite excellent. And that's the Boston Tea Party coffee chain, who don't pay me to say anything about them, and they're in Bath, and I would use them. And of course, the Italian idea is so much more civilized, isn't it? Where you sit down, take time out and drink a coffee. I'd like to know what you think. See if you can get your hands on one of these reusable coffee cups. I've seen a number of YouTubers I do watch a lot using the single use. Cross-contamination is not the argument anymore. It's not a fact. These are fine, washed regularly before and after, fairy liquid, hot water. These are really, really safe. And I urge you to get something like this and to buy one. And please leave any comments below. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon. Take care. Bye.